Yo, testing. We back.
From Baltimore, huh?
We'll get on that for the next episode. You're going to have to subscribe $5.99 just to get that information and details in regards to what happened in B-More. Good times in there. But we got exciting episode. So excited to have my brethrens in the building. Shout out S. Dot. Shout out to Professor. But we got a special guest for this next episode. If I was you, I would listen. We got the one, the only. I call him, Larry, but I'm about to call him Larry Hoover because he's out here moving in these streets. Prominent figure. If you know by now, social media phenomenon taking over with his comedic skills, skit skills, directive skills. We're going to get all into that, but let's get a round of applause for Larry in the building. Let's go, man. Let's go. Welcome. Thank you for pulling up on us, man.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate that.
Absolutely,
long time
man.
coming with Josh, honestly.
Facts.
Yeah.
We've been trying to plan this since the other one.
Oh, okay.
Since the summer, when the pandemic first started.
No. When I was doing it with Flanny.
Damn.
Oh, damn. That long ago. Okay. Then you upgraded from Flanny, right?
No.
That's what you said in the chat. You upgraded.
That's not what I said.
You don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it now.
You see? You want to
go there? I'm just
talk about Baltimore?
Shout out Flanny, but I thought you wanted to be real on there. My bad. We'll say that for the group chat. But yo, listen, Larry, first of all, thank you once again, man. Let's get right into it. If people pull up Larry, go to your IG page, what do you want them to see off rip? What are you trying to get? What message you doing with your Instagram right now?
Just entertainment all around.
Yep.
I think, as you said it, I do Instagram comedy, but I'm also into acting. That's mostly my passion.
Yep.
And then directing and stuff like that. So I just want to give them a whole brand of entertainment. I got a lot of different things on there, from mini movies to skits to director's reels to acting reels and all that stuff. So just a whole brand of just entertainment. Whatever you get from it, whatever you like is what you pull from it. So.
And that's what you do. So with that being said, if you had to write your own, biopic, where did this start from?
Probably, I would say starting well before 2012.
Okay.
Me and my brother's always been into movies and stuff. So one thing when people wanted to be like basketball players, you always got the black men, you want to be basketball players, you want to be football players.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be an actor. We would do monologues back and forth to each other. So it'll probably start in 2012 and then go 2015 is when I started making videos. And I was mad scared to put out videos. I made probably 50 videos before I put out one.
Right.
Because I was just okay, I was funny in school, you got the class count thing, all that, but it's all right, now you're actually putting out content, and it's where does this come from, Larry? You know what I mean? And you might be deemed as corny, putting out stuff, but then I did one, a DJ probably knows if it was, when a girl dances Posada with another man, it was my thoughts in my head. And I did it on Twitter. That was so many years ago. It went well on Twitter, but I was I don't even like this platform like that. Yeah. So I just went straight to Instagram, and then
it's crazy. Now, even with that being said, I know my personal favorite is the one with the different dance styles. You know what I'm saying? That one, it cracks me up. The dude that's on the wall, the dude that needs the help. Yep. Where do you get these creative ideas from? Cause you're sick, man. I personally find you to be sick.
A lot of it, and it's crazy. A lot of people hit me up oh, damn, you're giving sauce away. Cause when I be doing personal stuff, catered to us men and what we do and stuff like that. But it can be from tweets. It can be from real life things. It can be from a conversation we had right now. And I was I write it down. I have to have a working list of it, and I'll get to it when I can. But it's just all real life situations. Some of it's exaggerated, obviously, of course. But anything. We could be in the club and you forgot to tip and something like that. And let me write that down. I get it. I put my phone out anywhere. Just I don't want to forget, be drunk as hell. Right now, I'm what the hell is this? I don't even remember because I don't explain it right when I'm typing it. But I just write down as much as I can all the time. So it comes from, real life situations. I mean, we talked about B-More. I
might say
I ain't gonna say what about.
Not the details, not the drop. Right. But I think that's what kind of makes you so funny, because when you're looking at certain videos, so the most recent one that I could think of, you did a skit about that, everybody getting scammed about the $10,000 Cash App.
Hey, yo, bro, what's good with you?
What's up?
Well, I just see a video of you saying you turned 500 into 10,000 on Bitcoin.
Oh, bro, I was hacked, bro. I was hacked.
You was hacked. It was a video of you. You said
I don't know how they got my account. So this not you?
I can't believe it either, guys. Tap in. I just turned
Oh my God.
10,000 on Bitcoin.
Bro, I was hacked, bro. So they hacking people now. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're going with? Where's the 10,000 you got from Bitcoin? I haven't got it yet. When is it coming? They said soon. From where is it coming? Bitcoin's gonna send it in. Bitcoin is personally sending you $10,000. That makes sense to you. Just off your $500 investment, they're sending you 10,000 Bitcoin. Why would they do that? That's what you believe. You believe that. That makes sense to you. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. Stop being stupid. What's wrong with you? Stop being stupid. Yeah, you. Stop being stupid.
And it's like we're all thinking that, but we don't know how to put it into words. And then you're like creating that scene for us, and it's funny. So my thing is, I think like the new age comedians, the Drewskis, the Larrys, like, you know, Shiggy, I think like it's more so. What do you think is the difference between like a stand-up comedian and then like, you know, these skits? What do you think is harder? What do you think goes into it?
That's a great
Stand-up
question.
comedian being comedy is 100% harder. Like they're not even the same wavelength at all. Like, you know, when you're doing skits, you're doing takes and stuff of that nature. So you can mess up as much as you want. But stand-up is like you're just out there and you just gotta go. You could freeze up. I've done stand-up before.
Yeah.
It was like a 10-minute stand-up, and it felt like 2 hours, bro.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew. I was like, I'm not a stand-up comedian. I don't want to be a stand-up comedian. I never wanted to be a comedian at all. Like I said, when I started, it was all through acting. I was like, I can't build a following just going out there and just doing monologues and stuff like that. People are not going to follow me. But I was like, I know I can act through these skits, and I can get followers through that. And then, like, in some way, like, kind of trick the user, like, oh, but look at my YouTube series. Look at my monologue.
Got you.
And all this other stuff I want to do at the same time, acting and entertaining everyone, because stand-up comedy is hard. It's not like, it's not what you think it is. Like, but the one thing that helped me is when I first did the stand-up comedy. I don't know if you know Izora.
Yep.
Okay.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's very funny. She was like, nobody goes to like a comedy show not looking to laugh, so your job is already easier because you're not going there like, I'm about to go heckle this.
Be hard-bodied.
Like you're going innately to laugh. So it's like when she said that, I was like, yeah. So I just gotta kind of deliver, like what I said. It was all like
set it up,
written down, like stuff like that, and then you just kind of just have to go off of it. But sometimes you forget. So that's why I'm like, when I see the people like Dave Chappelle, I see the people like Kevin Hart and all them doing that, like Eddie Murphy, my favorite, Chris Rock. I'm like, this is crazy, bro. But sometimes they go off the crowd. Those are like real in-depth stand-up comedy entertainers. I wouldn't compare that at all.
Facts, it's levels to it. So even with that being said, one thing I love, obviously being Nigerian, I think your niche with the whole Yoruba, the African dad.
Shut up your mouth when I'm talking to you. You don't know anything about nothing. What do you know? You don't know just to bother me. Okay, I'll do it then. Who the hell do you think you're talking to like that? You think you can just talk to me anyhow? Who do you think you are? I didn't talk to my parents like this. You kids in this country, no one can talk to you without you giving them attitude. Are you listening to me? I didn't kill my parents. You will not kill me, oh. You will not talk to me anywhere in my house. I'm the prime minister of this place. This is not democracy. This is dictatorship in this house, okay? You will speak to me with respect. And another thing. Oh my God. This is not washed. Oh my goodness, what's going on with this boy? What's going on in your life?
Have your parents watched all your skits and like these? I know you're getting it from real life, and I crack up because you're so accurate, but make it entertaining. How has that relationship been with your parents in regards to emulating that?
You met my dad before, so he's pretty Americanized. And the funny thing about it is, I'm not emulating my dad, I'm emulating my mom.
Right.
That's how my mom acted. I didn't want to put on a wig. When I was doing comedy in the early stages, I was like doing like the wigs and the girls and all that stuff. And I like stopped that like after year one because I was like, yo, I don't want to be connected to that. I don't want to have to go like, let's say they wanted me to host something, they're like, oh, but be this character.
Put the wig on.
There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have no problem with people doing that, but I was like,
Right.
I don't want to be connected to that anymore.
Right.
So I stopped that completely, and that was a problem for a little bit.
Yep.
I was getting less views. Like this was back in like 2016,
Right.
because people were like, yo, where's this character? Because those characters always get the
right.
most views because women relate to it. They think it's so funny and stuff like that. But once I started pushing away from that, it started getting better. But my dad made an Instagram. My mom made an Instagram.
OG.
Like my dad thinks I'm the most famous person ever. He thinks like, oh, you come to Atlanta, you just go work with Tyler Perry. That's not how it works. You know, as Africans, they just feel like you can do everything. It's crazy. My mom, like all her friends at church, like at church we go to, they just would go, like, oh, you need to come and host it. I'm like,
Tell me a joke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does that happen to you a lot?
That happens to me.
Does that happen a lot?
It happens to me. It doesn't happen to me as much anymore. But before, I used to always do the accent. Like I'm a wind-up monkey. I'm like, yeah, bro. I don't really. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more, nigga. I'll be outside. Like, yo, just do it real quick. Like, nah.
Just do the voice.
Do to open the door. I'm like, nah. Like, oh my, I don't really want to do that right now. You know? And I look like a square, not doing it like you. I'm like, nah.
What's your most like viewed skit? Your most played skit?
My most viewed skit would probably be that Donald Trump one.
It has not been easy for me. And, you know, I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. It has not been easy for me. And my father gave me a small loan of $1 million. I came into...
That was probably like 50 million.
50 million views?
Yeah.
Wow.
Across on Instagram or against
It was
or
on Facebook.
all
And it
platforms?
was just 50 million views on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when something like that happens, like, how do you capitalize? Like, what's your next step? Like, what do you do to like kind of push more content out to kind of get to where you want to be?
What I was stupid at first when I was like, when stuff like that would happen, I get 50 million, because that's not my only videos in the tens of millions or millions of views. I used to be like, oh, I gotta get the funniest video out instead of me just being consistent that like whole week and just keep putting out videos. So I used to wait and like, nah, I gotta wait, and then like it kind of dies down. You know what I mean? All that attention. So now I just try to like put as much, because it's hard to say which one is gonna be the funniest, because you might think something's funny, and then Josh might think something's funny. Like, it's different, so you just gotta kind of just
keep throwing it out.
Like, you know what
touching
I mean?
on different avenues, different demographics, so on and so forth. So what is your thought process? How is do you write it down? Do you act it out? Do you hit your group chat like, hey, do you think this is it, or you just do it?
It depends, because the ones that I think are gonna go viral, they don't go viral.
Right.
And the ones that I'm like, whatever, throw away, they go viral. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll talk about a video that I had. I was like, oh, it's whatever. But I used to just write it down. Before, I used to like do mad takes, and I used to be like, oh, how to make it perfect. But now I'm able to just seamlessly just go into it. My videos used to take me, like, I do 10 videos. I try to do 10 videos a day before. It used to take me hours, like 2 to 3 hours. Like now that it takes me like maybe less than 30 minutes. Like, because I'm just going I know what I'm gonna say in that nature. And like the viral nature of it, it's like I did a video. This is why like this social media thing is weird, because TikTok, I don't even know how to work. Like it's just as hard.
It's
complicated.
complicated.
I did a video on TikTok. My TikTok had like 300 followers. I did a video. It was the drunk guy looking for himself. Larry? Oh, that's a common name. Or I'll keep checking. Larry. By chance, what's his last name? Adigun. His name's Larry Adigun? That's my name. Huh. He got the same name as me? Oh my God. We gotta find this dude. I wanna talk to him. Man, bring your dumb ass over here.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, whatever. I woke up at 6 in the morning. My friend had sent that in the chat, and I was like already up. I was getting ready for work anyway. I was like, let me go outside and do this real quick.
Yeah. Wow, that's
outside
crazy.
in the morning. Put it on TikTok. Like now we're a week later. It's at 1.1 million views. And I went from 300 followers to 12.4 followers on TikTok.
Wow.
24,000.
Wow.
TikTok,
Wow.
just like that.
And then I have another video that's going like it's 177,000.
Thousand, yeah.
Crazy.
So it's booming.
So now I'm just like, all right, now I got to put more on TikTok.
Right.
I got to do more for TikTok. But like, it's all like connected. Like it's all like, even from my hats.
Yeah.
My Instagram, my TikTok, like it's whatever hits. Like me directing and stuff like that. It all connects to me back to acting.
Right.
Because I'm like, yo, if I get whatever, if TikTok goes up, somebody might look at me for acting,
Yeah.
Instagram, stuff like that.
Right.
Which is why I'm not as consistent on Instagram as more. I know you guys used to see me every
Heavy.
day.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
Heavy,
Yeah.
heavy.
Now I do it like maybe 2 to 3 videos a week, if that.
Right.
And the reason being behind that, because I had to take a step back. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm trying to be an actor, I want to capitalize off things. Like Shiggy didn't capitalize off of what he did.
He
That's a
really
fact.
didn't.
Drusky
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
You had a Drake cosign. You didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
off of it.
Right.
But I don't know
And
what.
Drewski did.
I feel like he
off the
got
Drake.
lazy
Yeah.
once he got that
Yeah.
Drake
Yeah,
cosign. It was
exactly.
It was
scared.
so weird, and I think he wanted to be an actor.
He did.
Shiggy.
Yeah, he
But-
kept saying, I want to be,
He-
quote unquote, the next Steve Harvey, like one of those, like a hosting of a show type thing.
and that takes time. So I took I think it was like 3 or 4 years. I took a step back. I was just doing videos, 2 videos a week.
Yep.
But I was taking acting classes. I was in short films. I was in
Wow.
student short films. I
Wow.
did background acting for Netflix. It's actually a movie that's coming out on Netflix soon with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was about. It's like something in space. The
Yep.
was about the thing. But I did background acting for that. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying? 'Cause I'm trying to-
okay.
So
yeah.
pause. Talk about that. How does that? What's the Leonardo DiCaprio?
Right in front of him. It's crazy when you first see him at first. I took a sneak video. I'm not. But when
I don't blame
I'm
you.
Next to Leonardo DiCaprio, this at first it's cool. But
Yeah.
now with 20 takes in, I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm
right,
walking
right.
by, I'm like, it's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
So how did that develop? How did that play work out?
It was good. I don't know if I'll be like
Yeah.
in it. You
In
might
it,
not
yeah.
see me in it, but
Right.
I got checks from
Just
him.
the fact
that you were
I
there,
got
yeah.
him, it was like $300. Like, damn, I'm extra.
Right.
You have an
that you
agent
like.
yet?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Do you have an agent yet, or someone
don't
that
have
helps
an agent.
facilitate that?
That's the last question.
That's the last question. Okay.
I love that. You're too early. Slow down over there. Slow down.
All right. So let me slow down. So when it comes to your acting, I think the first time I ever seen you a lot of acting was in your YouTube series. Yeah. So can you kind of talk about the creation of that, how it, how you developed it, and then how you shot it, and then how you put it out on YouTube?
So I always wanted to start do a show. That's the main thing. Anybody who wants acting to create a show to be the star of a show. So I came to Keem with this idea. Keem was doing a lot
Shout
of
out
shooting.
Keem, man,
shout
the
out
shooter.
Keem.
Facts.
QCVM, his company.
Yep.
But yeah, I went to Keem. I was like, yo, I have this idea. I really want to do it. And he's like, oh, can I be the best friend character? I was like, yeah, of course.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then I just started to write. And I probably wrote I think it was 2 seasons, 8 episodes in 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I love to write as well. So then we just hit the ground running. And I think I learned so much from that because when the first episode was out, I was like, yo, we got to do a premiere. Before the 4 episodes we shot.
Okay.
Right.
I was like, so we was running to do that, but it came out pretty well. And if you watch, I always tell people to watch the first season and then go to the second, go to the third, because the development of that is
You can see the progression as well.
The
Yeah,
storyline.
yeah.
You see it open up in characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's 12 episodes, 3 seasons.
So-
check it out on YouTube.
So all of the characters in this YouTube series, and even your skits, sometimes I'll see you take people from the community, involve them. How do you incorporate someone that not necessarily may have a passion for being funny, making jokes? How do you bring that out of them? Do you write for them?
Yeah. So I was big on I know support Rhode Island is a thing.
Yeah,
But
right.
I'm only supporting you if I think you're good.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I might
Right.
have a friend's clothing
That's
line.
valid.
All right, buy their clothing line. That's different.
Yeah,
You fam or something. But it's if I like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went through hundreds of Rhode Island-based artist songs, trying to pick and choose.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this
Right,
man
they help
good
support.
songs.
Right.
All the songs on Close Call are Rhode Island artists.
Yep. That's
Every
what's up.
single
That's
one of
dope.
them.
That's what's up. That's
You know what
real
I'm saying?
dope.
All the people are from Rhode Island.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like Zeem. I'd be like, oh, Zeem, I think you'll be good for this part.
Yep.
Don't worry about the acting. I will get you to do it. I can get you to
Right.
what I need you to do. Fairly easily, I believe. And there was this girl, Nella. She's my co-star.
Yeah, yep.
And she's
I was gonna ask you how you picked the female lead, but
I saw a pretty girl, I like her look, and I was like, "Yo, she's a print model," and she's like, "Oh, I never acted before." She's like, "I want to be a print model." She was always like, "Oh, I think I'm too short. I think I'm too things." I was like, "You don't understand that when you have this different avenues of stuff. That's why I said I do a lot of things because you never know what hits."
Yep.
I was like, "You could do this acting thing, and people could look at you for print modeling." You know what I
Right.
mean? Because you just never. That's why I do directing. If I do directing, okay, maybe I would direct something. I can get into acting through there. If I write something, maybe I can get through acting through there. It's all
Right. All
Yeah,
skill.
yeah,
It's just
I
yeah.
make sure everything's connected.
Right.
I sell these hats. People like the merchandise. Maybe I'll meet somebody who likes the
Rock
hat,
that.
like the network.
Yeah,
They
give you a
get
chance,
you know what I
yup.
mean?
Yeah.
Do that. So it's all connected in one way. So I just yo, if I like your look, and I think whether it's a male, no, not male and female. We can't do male and female. Man or woman. Sorry for saying females.
Yeah.
Man or woman.
Nah, it's sensitive times. I'm glad you did that. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, PC.
I want you to get canceled before you get started.
Right.
They pull this interview.
Being out here with
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah.
I was not scared to come out here with Josh. I don't trust this guy.
Oh.
I know. Zeem got me.
I got you.
That's Nigerian ties.
Exactly.
I was like, man or woman. I was like, I'm gonna get you to, and you might like love it, like Andrew.
Yep.
My cousin Andrew with the dress, he loves acting.
Right.
Stuff like that. So it's just like, you never know.
Exactly.
Like, until you do it. And then he's like, people seeing him like, oh, you're on this, and he loves that.
That he loves that attention. Yeah. I was saying that about the podcast too. I'm just like, people randomly, it was the last date show. I always said like, I'm like, oh yeah, Kazim, cut the line. I watched your podcast, and I'm like, oh yeah, like which one? I had to forget now you can do something like that. I do love it.
Yeah,
It does come fun.
That Rick and Kim one was.
It was good. It was solid.
Like
Yeah. A lot of
times.
validations in regards to that.
Appreciate
So we're trying to grow our brand. That's why I'm humble and respecting how you're trying to grow your brand as well. So when you think of your brand, do you think, and I know the end goal is the acting aspect of it, are we talking movies? Are we talking TV shows? Or you just saying get through that Hollywood doors and use me how you want to use me?
Definitely get through the Hollywood doors, and I'm fearful of saying this because you never know what can happen. And this thing go viral. So Tyler, people always say, oh, you should try to go to Tyler Perry movies, and you can audition openly for Tyler Perry.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
but there's something about that Tyler Perry universe I don't get. Like, it seems like those actors stay in there. And
True.
I'm like, is it because they're
Yeah.
typecasted and nobody wants to work with them? I mean, it's not like Taraji P. Henson. She's been
Right,
out there before
exactly.
Tyler Perry.
Yep.
So I'm like, damn.
But I get your
if do a
premise,
Tyler
though.
Perry movie,
Yeah.
am I have to stay in that? Because I
Right.
want to do everything. I want to do comedy, drama, and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Right.
Which is why I do the mini movies. Why I change it up and do serious acting and stuff like that. But who the hell am I to say no?
Exactly.
Yeah,
For opportunity.
comes.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do it. But yeah, just to get through the door. I mean, I do have my morals and stuff like that in terms of what.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask.
What you're willing to do.
What
and
you're
not
willing to do.
Like, I think if I was younger, I'd be like, oh yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. But now I'm older, I'm just like, I don't know if I would be, because the way I don't want to be seen in any way, like my mom and dad. Like,
No, I hear you. And I think at the end of the day, sacrifices need to happen. Roles that you may not be comfortable with, but it's gonna lead you into this direction. So my only advice is like, don't deter from that, or just know that your loved ones and your friends around you are gonna look at you any different. They're gonna understand why you did X, Y, and Z. And I think, because I think you're talented, and that's just me, my personal opinion. And I know this is why we have you on the show, because you're talented. So don't let that be a roadblock, a mental roadblock. But one thing I did want to ask you is, with your skits, and especially the culture and this, I don't want to say sensitivity, because what's happening is valid. If you're offended, whatever. Is there anything that you would not touch upon in regards to skits, comedy, talking about it, so on and so forth?
Probably, I mean, to be honest, the LGBTQ community, I wouldn't touch on anything
In regards to that,
there.
Because you see,
Not
that
because
they're gang.
They're the mob.
Yeah, they're gang.
And at the same time, I don't think I even have any jokes for them. I don't really have
Right.
any gay jokes, trans jokes, bi jokes. That would just be me not doing what
Research
going
and
on,
yeah,
like
the
that.
genuine.
Like,
I
just
respect
don't
that. Absolutely.
even have any jokes for them. And I mean,
Other than that, you've been
like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
wrong,
just
and
to make a viral moment. It's
Yeah,
not
but
worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Especially to me.
Sean just brought up the viral moment. Like, how? So you have a video that goes 50 million, another video that does 50 million, and you're like, so do you find yourself like, is it hard to not chase that viral moment and just be like, yo, like you said, I'm putting out the solid, consistent content, whereas you're like, damn, like I know if I can get on this Instagram page, or if I can, get my YouTube to a certain level, like just off a viral moment, like how hard is it to not chase that viral moment?
It's easier now. It was extremely hard first doing videos, because when I first started, I'm like, my video got on a viral page, it got like 15K views. And then the next video, they're like, oh, if you want to put your video up on here again, you got to pay 150. And I was like, yeah, paid the 150.
Right,
like,
right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
Paid the
yeah.
150. And then he's like, then we started doing deals. Like, and then I'm like, then I did the dance video,
Yeah.
and that went viral like by itself. That hit like 2
Yeah.
million views
Right.
by itself. And I'm just saying that like, if it's funny, it's funny. It's gonna get
Yeah.
out there. Because I have a friend, younger. He was younger when he was making videos, but now I don't know his thought process now. But he's like, oh, I was like, what do you want to do? Because my thing was I always wanted to be an actor.
Right.
He was like, I want to be famous, and I was like, I can't relate to that.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I have a passion for just acting in the arts in that sense. So like that viral moment chasing like that diminished
away.
so early because I want to do so much more,
Right.
which is why I took a break from doing consistent videos. So I was like, yo, I want to be an actor, and then people are like, oh shit, he used to do Instagram comedy,
Right,
like
right,
you know what I
right,
mean. I
right,
want to
right.
be in that sense where it's like, oh, no, Instagram comedian does thing because they're not gonna take you as serious. It's the same thing with comedians, like they don't take Instagram comedians serious.
Serious,
People acting
right.
like maybe
Yeah.
they're not taking.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
trying to follow in the footsteps of like the people like Melvin Gregg, Woody McLean,
Yeah.
like he did the Bobby Brown story. He's in
Right.
He's in Snowfall.
Snowfall, yeah.
Man Boy, like
Woody
that's
McLean, is
those
that
are
the one from
He's
Power?
Man Boy.
Man Boy.
That's Man Boy.
No,
Snowfall.
Melvin Gregg is the Snowfall one. Man
Okay,
Boy.
okay. Yeah,
Woody
yeah,
McLean,
yeah,
he did the
yeah,
Bobby.
yeah.
He was Bobby Brown in the.
Bobby Brown.
And he's
then
in,
what?
The
Power, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
so
what
those
I
are
wrote.
those are
Two
two Instagram comedians like,
that went.
that's-
And
Yeah,
I
they
never knew
started
that.
off.
Yeah.
So
Deep like in the Vine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So-
That's all that. So they rose to that. So now that's what they do. Now they just like,
and
chill.
he's
They
a
don't
he's a
post stuff.
gangster.
Yeah, yeah,
Woody
yeah,
McLean's a gangster now. That's-
For
so
real.
you
Yeah,
can, from what I gather, like you do the comedy thing, but ultimately your true passion is to act.
Yeah.
Is it a specific genre? If you could choose, what would be the acting genre, like your ideal role?
If I can go into a genre immediately, it will probably be drama. Only because from drama I can go into comedy. I go into thing from comedy. Maybe they'll be like, we just see him in comedy movies.
Right,
So I
right,
wanna start
right,
in
right.
drama
Yeah.
and then build up from there. Like
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? So,
Yeah, drama could build legs and arms.
when
yeah.
you find out I do Instagram comedy, somebody goes to like to my page like, oh, he can do this
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So then like, oh, he's a drama actor. He did this. He did like, but he can do this
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? It could be sci-fi, horror, like, but something
Right.
like
Everything.
that, I would love to just start there first, and then I'm like, all right, I can
That'd
do.
be better.
Because then
So-
they'll just cast it for everything.
I always wanted to ask, all right, because I can't front, and you know this whole podcast is based off group chats. The first time you went viral, I can't remember what video it was, but it hit the Shade Room, and then
I remember that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in 6 different group chats,
And they all send it.
They all sent it, and I'm proud. I can't lie. I'm like, yo, I went to him, man. We go to the same church. Like, I'm amped up. Like, it's like a celebration for myself in these group chat. How does it look on your end?
It's cool. Like obviously people hitting you up like, yo, you did this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it just it's so hard to be happy about it because it's like this is not. I don't care for it. It's not what I want.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Like
yeah,
if I
yeah,
went
yeah.
viral for a scene I did acting, then I'm
Then-
like, alright,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Now I'm like,
yeah, that's
damn,
real.
I might cry and stuff. But this
Yeah.
is like, this is not like, although this can give me avenues through money and it has.
Right, right, right.
Like,
That's not your ultimate
it's not
passion.
my thing. Like,
Yeah.
especially like, you know, people ask me to do comedy. I've been offered thousands of dollars to do comedy shows. Like, I can't.
Can't
Like,
do it.
I've
Yeah,
been
I respect that.
offered money to host parties. Like, Zeem's my
Yeah,
brother. I've been saying,
yeah.
Don't worry about
Facts.
the Halloween party. Halloween party. So the Halloween party
we can
is
do
because
that
it's,
one.
It's easy.
It's themed.
It's themed. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have to
Go crazy. Yeah. Yo,
Yeah,
promote
yeah.
that. Promote that. Let them know when to drop.
What?
The Halloween party.
October 30th. But the thing about it is, like you saw, I did a funny video
Yeah.
with the costumes, and guess what? It's just a funny video.
Right,
It
right,
didn't
right,
really-
right.
And then it's like, oh, there's a party attached to it. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll do that one because it's the easiest one.
Easiest
You know what I'm
one.
saying?
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
like, you know, Ray, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Zeem, that's my brother.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
people, I'm like, I just can't do it. Like,
Right,
and I don't
right,
want my
right.
brand to be wrapped around that.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
smart.
funny when
That's
I promote
smart.
something, people are like, "Oh, you do a party promote now?"
Yeah.
Like it's because they know
Right.
I don't do that.
Right,
Like, you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
And
right.
it's, I would love to get the money. I can't.
Yeah, you don't.
Like-
Yeah,
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
have a
And the
plan
thing
for
about it,
yourself.
once you start chasing the money, that's when the money don't come.
You
know what
lose
I'm saying?
sight of what
It
you
needs
really
to be
working on.
granted. So the Shade Room hit you up like, hey, we're about to
Yeah,
take this video
they
from you. Is
they
it
hit
cool?
Me up. It was a Nigerian lady. The people that own Sugar was Nigerian.
For
I
real?
didn't know they're
yeah.
Nigerian.
I didn't know that.
You didn't see that little dating show they got? That
They
they
are
host?
Nigerian.
No, I gotta do that.
They are
now it makes. Now I'm kind of sad because Shade Room. I hate Shade Room.
Yeah, they're
like I
Nigerian.
personally, especially
It's
when
not
they
a
be
good
doing the
place.
Meek Mill. I hate Shade Room.
It's not a good
I'm like
place.
my
They
own.
know what they do.
They're really toxic and they got agendas.
Just the way they word things.
Yeah,
sometimes
like
a little-
woo! They're the new academics. Academics actually, to me, tailored it down. Shade Room ratcheted it up, but Well, that's a whole nother
That's another
subject.
conversation.
So they hit you up and they say what?
Like, oh, I want to take this video and put it up. Do I have the rights to post it? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like,
Okay.
you know what I
So
mean?
you know ahead of time. So I always think they just take it.
No.
Nah, they actually.
Oh, okay.
That's why they usually like when you see them post a video, they
gotta
like have
tag
the
the name
tags.
too.
Tag
Yeah.
tags and all that
Okay,
stuff. Even
all
on
right.
Get in
Baller
trouble
Alert.
for that.
Oh, for just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even
I
Baller
didn't
Alert.
know that.
No, you will not.
No?
That's
No,
just
you
good
will not.
faith.
So I did a video for a firm.
Yep.
Okay.
It was like a contest. It was a $10,000 contest. I won it.
Okay.
So the firm video was do a fine print video. Funny
Oh,
about
like
fine
what's the
print.
fine? Read the
Okay.
fine
And I always
print.
knew Instagram's fine print. That's why they have they take pictures and then you'll see a picture of you might see a picture of yourself in Thailand.
Right.
I went to Thailand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on a billboard.
Yeah.
It's on a billboard. So
Yeah.
once you post to anything,
It's
that's
free
why
game.
it's a user agreement. It's free
Right.
game. I can use it for anything.
That's what I figured,
Like,
yeah.
I own it. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Anybody owns it. Like
Yeah,
if I post
yeah.
a picture, I own that. I can put it
Exactly.
Do whatever you
myself.
want with it. Yo.
So that's why it's like be careful what you post. and stuff.
Right. They could take it. So one thing I want to give you real props on, Larry, which I've been watching from a distance, is you making your directorial debuts recently.
Yeah.
What's inspiring that? What's your vision in that? What's the process behind that? Just speak on that for us real quick.
So the first time I did a video was for Israel Wusu, Who's Gonna
Yeah.
Love Me, and
Shout out to him, man.
he
Another
just hit me
Rhode
up. He's
Island
like, yo.
talent.
Yeah, he's amazing. He hit me up. He's like, yo, I want you to like write my video and direct it. And I was like, I've never done that before,
Right,
but
right.
I just pictured it as a script. It's a story.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? So that came out really well. Went through a lot of mistakes with that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then the second video I did,
And my fault to cut you off. When
No,
you say
go, go, go.
mistakes, what mistakes look like?
it was just the way it was shot, the script writing, like how to like a template for it's a treatment.
Right,
I thought
right.
it was a script. You know, at first I'm like, it's a
Yeah.
script.
Yeah.
It's a treatment for it. So treating it as a script more than like, all right, moving parts and stuff like that, it wasn't the same. So I was like, damn, I could have done this better. I could have done this better.
Yeah,
I could have had him do this. I could have had him move this. So that was his first ever video.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
like, damn, I'm trying to do all of this, and it was a lot of pressure.
Right,
It was
I
my
was
first ever
speak on
director
that.
debut, first ever
Yep.
video for him. So that was hard. But moving on, then I directed Double Back, which is Henny and D Gomes, and I wrote
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and directed that whole thing.
Yo,
So
you
if you
got
see the difference-
you got a little saucy on that one when you did the thing where you had the three guys up like that. And then it went to the dancers.
That was
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
oh,
wild,
Larry
yeah.
think he. I'm like, yo, Larry think he
Guy
hype
a little
Williams.
X. he hype Williams over here.
No,
Little X.
shout out Emily Texera. She's the one that drew it. She's a great artist. So
Yeah.
she drew that, and I was like, yo, I have this idea. I want to do this silhouette thing, and I wanted to go into that, and I want 3 kids to be dancing. I knew the 3 kids that danced. They're Rhode Island-based dancers.
Yep.
So I was like, damn, this would be hard if we could do that. And then it came to life, and I was
Right,
like,
right,
this
right.
is perfect. That was like my favorite part of that.
That was tough.
No,
I
that's
remember
dope.
that.
That's so, like, you know, and we definitely want to give you your flowers, man, because, like you said, you've been doing this since 2012.
Right.
So that's what? That's almost 10 years in it.
Almost, yeah.
So for you to still be relevant in Rhode Island, you'll see the thing that I noticed about Rhode Island, one person does something, and then you'll see like multiple people try to hop on that wave.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anyone do what you doing.
Right.
As far as
In
so
our
like
city, in our state.
yeah,
That's a fact.
so how have you stayed so consistent the last 9 years? Like, you know, and that's tough to do. Like for 9 years straight, you always have to come up with content. You always have to come up with ideas. Like, how do you keep that mind sharpened?
Well, there's one more kid. This one kid, T Will 3. His name's Toby. He's really good. He has a
Oh, I gotta follow.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
lie. I
follow him,
haven't
yeah.
never seen. Shout out to you, man.
Nigerian as well.
Okay.
But it's y'all. I mean, Zeem will hit me up like, yo, this was mad funny, Larry. And those are the people that I like the most to hit me, like you, Josh, and all my friends, because it's like, y'all know me.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
exactly.
this is corny.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Larry,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
corny.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Josh will say it. That's a good first one to say it. But it's y'all. 'Cause there's 100 times where I'm like, oh, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
not what I want to do. And my brother be like, nah, it only takes one time.
Exactly.
He's like my number one supporter,
That's what's
BJ.
up.
Like,
Shout
that
out
kid.
BJ, man.
Like,
And shout out to him for writing that book of poems.
oh, yes.
Yes,
the
yes,
Red Door
yes.
on Amazon.
Absolutely.
Go buy that. I think he's over 1,000 sales right
That's
now.
what's
Wow,
up, man.
it's dope.
Congratulations,
Crazy.
man. That's
Like,
what's up.
His next book is dropping. I don't know the title yet, but it's dropping. Yeah, we're very proud of him with that. But yeah, just it's y'all, like the outside people is like whatever. They don't know
Whatever,
me.
yeah, yeah.
That's what the things with that's what it is with all the fans. They're more apt to be like, we fuck with what you're doing. We do like people that you're close to might not say nothing. So so when I'm chilling and somebody randomly puts my video in the group chat, like yo, Larry, this maggot, like you know what I mean, everybody's watching it and stuff like that. That was like, oh, let me keep going. Let me keep going.
And it's like I said, we champagne for you. You know, is it champagne? Campaign.
Champion.
How you say it?
Championing or campaign. Pick one.
That one, yeah. But either way, that's what we do. Yeah. Listen, I swear to God, I got my bachelor's degree.
It don't mean nothing. That's a high school diploma. It doesn't matter.
But anyway, I don't even want to say the word no more. But anyway, regardless, we're celebrating you in that light, in that fashion. And I can't front the group chat, be like, nah, this is corny, that's whack, whatever. And I'll DM you, we'll hit you up like, yo, switch this up, whatever the case may be. How have you got the negative backlash from that just on social media and any other skits that you have done?
Yeah, early, I don't get it too much now. People just kind of just laugh. But before, like when I used to get negative backlash, I think there was a comment I saw the other day from a long time ago. But I just I kill him with kindness. I'd be like, oh, yeah. Some guy was like, oh, you're doing videos that Randy did. It was like 3 or 4 years ago. I was like, no, actually, I've been doing this for 2 years. Go check my other videos down there. And someone would be like, oh, this is corny. You'll never. Some guy was like, oh, give it up. You're like, you'll never make it in life. You'll never think.
Venom.
And I'm like, I was like, oh, that's fine. You know, he's like, you need to go back to school. Don't think I tagged him in my picture, my graduation picture. I was like, no, actually, I have industrial engineering. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I just had a bad day. I'm like, you just is corny. Like, what do you don't even know me. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, nah, bro, it's all good. We all have bad days. Yeah. I was like, good luck on your studies.
Right.
I already was in school. Yeah, I was like, good luck on your finals. You know what I mean? So it's whack. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. And all my friends like, you're better than me, bro. I'm like, it's not.
At the end of the day, what could you say?
I don't know. It's not.
I only bring that up because some people do internalize that. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it builds up an anxiety. It deters them from doing that. So that's why it's good to hear from you. Like, no, you just kill them with kindness. You know, at the end of the day, I don't care what no one says. Even at my minimum level, I'm looking how many views I get. I'm looking at the comments. I'm reading comments when people post other things and things of that nature, and you're comfortable saying that doesn't deter you from what you're trying to do.
Nigga like Drusky or Shiggy came on my page like, nigga, give it up. I'm like, damn, nigga, come on. Niggas gonna see your shit, but just a random, random, like, I'm like, damn, like, yo,
chill out, bro.
You know what I mean?
To be honest, too, like, if you go on Twitter. And like, you know, I've never seen anything negative. Like at least like, you know, locally where they're saying like, yo, this nigga Larry's trash. Like, what is he doing? I've never seen that. I've always seen positivity. So with that, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. Yeah. How do you stay like on top of your game if like, you know, you may get lazy? Like, you know, you're always hearing good things. There's no criticism. What keeps you grounded? What keeps you working?
I mean, I hit everything. Like I said, like I'm engineering. I'm a part of a company called Muse Mirror. I direct. I write, I act, and I know like where I want all that to lead me. So like all that doesn't mean anything to me. I love it, I appreciate it, and all that stuff. But it's like I know where I want to go, and that's the one thing about like they always say like foreigners, immigrants, like Nigerians, hardworking. Nigerians are hardworking.
One foot in front of the other.
Just keep going, like you know where you want to go. So I know where I want to be, and I'm not even close to there yet. But like I know that I have the talent. I know that I just think I need the resources now. Like you know, and I need somebody to see me. Like
Can I give it a buck?
So let me video reel to his brother's brother didn't hit me back yet. But I mean, talk to your man. J. Cole.
Nah, so I was gonna ask you that, like, you know, being in Rhode Island, you know what I'm saying, you get a big fish here, you get a big dog, but networking is so key. You brought it up. Zeem always brings it up. Dot brings it up. Networking. Like, how difficult is it for you to network in the areas that you want to network in because of being in Rhode Island? It's not the same as being in like a New York, L.A., Atlanta, Houston.
Facts. And this is crazy because Cam's gonna get mad at me. I always say this. Cam's like big on you could do it from Rhode Island, all that stuff. There's nobody from here.
Right.
I can't network with anybody here that can bring me to the next level. Unfortunately. Boston may be the closest. I just can't do it here.
Right.
Like, I'm working on moving to Atlanta. Like, my dad lives there. He's lived there for 20 years.
Right.
Like, I think I've done everything that I need to do here. Like, I have a commercial acting reel. I have an acting reel. I have a director reel.
Right.
I'm like, I need somebody to see it.
I
like, you know what I mean? I'm at the point where, because before I was like, damn, maybe I'm not talented enough. I'm like, nope, I'm talented enough.
Right.
Like, maybe I'm not doing enough work. Nope, I'm doing enough work.
Doing the work.
Now I need it to be seen.
Right.
That's what the point, like, you know what I mean? And that's when you're talking about the talent. agent and all that stuff. I don't know if you want to are we went on next
So
steps?
we can.
Yes.
So Larry, what are your next steps?
So my major steps is since I have all those reels
Yep.
and I can actually, that's why I did the independent films, the short films and all, because I needed to build something. You can't just be like, I want to be an actor.
Right,
Like,
right,
you know what I
right.
mean? I need to build. I need to go to acting classes, all that stuff. My next step is like, I have a list of talent agents and managers and stuff. Just sending my reel out there and just applying, because it's like an application.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
They like
yeah.
what you show them, like, oh, okay, we can take you on.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And I always worry people who, if they tell you to pay, that's not a real.
That's
talent.
not a real
right.
time. Yeah, exactly.
Nah,
Yeah.
So, because they take off what you
With
make.
your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like real estate, all that stuff. So, like, that's my next step. I just got to send it out, and now I have to go to a place where I can go to a bunch of auditions, which would be Atlanta.
Yeah.
Or LA, like, you know, stuff like
Right.
that. Like, I can't do it here. Like, I would love
To do it here.
from here. I would love to stay here for the rest of my life.
course,
Right,
yeah.
right,
It's like,
right,
yo,
right.
I traveled to LA to
Resources,
do my thing. I traveled
Right.
to Atlanta, but I can't do it.
It's hard.
Like,
It's
What,
hard.
so in moving to Atlanta, is that like kind of acknowledging that like the landscape and maybe like film and TV is shifting a little bit and things are moving more towards Atlanta and gravitating from Los Angeles this way?
no, it's just acknowledging that Atlanta is getting there, and they're calling it like more of like Black Hollywood. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not going there because, I mean, obviously it's cheaper than LA.
Yep.
But I'm not going there because I think I can't make it in LA. I'm going there, okay, they're doing just as big productions as they're doing in LA. Like, they're shooting in Atlanta. They shot Black Panther. They're shooting a lot of big.
Tyler Perry got the big
Tyler Perry
studio.
got the big studio. They're doing a lot of productions in Atlanta. So it's like, okay, I can go there and try to build from there. You know what I mean?
No, I think it's a smart mentality, and I like the fact that you preface by saying, I would love to do it here.
Yeah.
You know, you're proud of the state you're coming from and the roots and your relationships built here, but the ceiling is only so high. You know what I mean? So
Like D-Gomes and all them, like D-Gomes, he had to move. Like, you know,
Exactly.
And that's
he
what-
popped from
Yeah.
here.
He
And
popped
guess
from
what? I popped from here too, but he had to move. Like D-Gomes is
Exactly.
big on the artist thing. He knows he got it. Like,
Right.
it's not bad. He
Right.
loves Rhode Island. He comes back all the time.
the
like,
time.
He
It
just
shows
shot
love.
his video
Yeah.
here.
Shout
for
out
his
to
Fire
He
too.
did his listening party here.
Here,
Like,
exactly.
it just is what it is.
And that's what he said when he came on the
He
show.
came,
He
yeah.
said basically, like, you know, I love Rhode Island, but I had to get out to do what I need to do, meet the necessary people
Right.
to put my team on. And,
Right,
like, you know, you
Gotta
can't get
grow.
mad at that.
And it's funny because I know when you said, you know, not to, you know, rub Cam the wrong way or whatever, because that's a big debate thing in Rhode Island Twitter.
Yeah.
Like,
Can you make
He's
it?
the president.
yeah,
the president
I
of
left
that,
Twitter a long
bro.
time, but when I was there, he did start a lot of opinionated, thinking forward tweets, which I always appreciate from Cam because he's so passionate in his city. But then at the same time, the limitations there. And then I look at Cam now, he's out being, I think, the host DJ for Asanja, one of D-Gome's artists, and you can see he's flourishing. He's in his bag. He's in his
Cam,
element.
he out the state. I hope
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that.
exactly. So I'm basically
I
calling
love
you
Cam.
out, but
Don't
giving
get-
you
don't get mad,
props.
but you know
you
you
know what I
have
mean?
to
Because you're only supposed to stay at the Strand. That was it. Now he's over there popping bottles, all
and I
backstage.
love it.
And I love it. Yeah, we love to
brother.
see it. And I think that is something that I always say, what I just noticed in Providence, and maybe just a me thing, is just that I just notice people are scared to venture out. You know what I mean? To take that leap. So if I was you, you know, I would listen podcast is loving the fact that you'd be like, you know what? No, I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do to execute my goals.
Yeah.
And this is why I think, me personally, a lot of people is afraid to leave Broad Street, to leave Fed Hill. And I'm
But
being
that's a
dead
fact.
ass.
That's a
It's
fact.
like
And it's
they're,
not,
they're nervous.
It's not just a Rhode Island thing. It's still like being from New York. Let's say, for instance, like
yep.
we think New York is so big, but if you live in the Bronx or whatever the case may be, your life is your block.
Your
You know what I'm
block,
saying?
yeah.
As big as that block is. And if you go 2 blocks over, that's foreign to you.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
sometimes if you want to expand, you have to come out of your comfort zone and let's say,
agree.
all right, let me go start hanging out in Manhattan,
I agree.
networking with people in the city, you know? So
That's
it's,
facts.
it's not just a Rhode Island thing.
Yeah.
It's anywhere. you know?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
The comfortability, getting out
yeah.
your comfort zone. And like I said, like, I think you have great aspirations. And I do love the fact that you don't let the comedy and the skits gas you up. You understand it's a stepping stone, but it's not the, you know, infinity stone, basically, using Avengers analogy real quick. You know what I mean? Talk about your brand, all right? So I see you got the hat on. First of all, where can we get this merch, man? Shout
I
out,
have
shout
a
out.
website,
Yep.
hilarious.shop.
And we'll
in
put
my
that-
bio, put it in there.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on the
Put
bottom.
that up.
And I had this logo made. So I had this a shirt made
Yep.
for me. Emily actually made it for me. And then people just wanted it.
Yeah, yep.
And I was like, damn, niggas want my face? On the bottom.
Yeah.
So I was like, I bet, like, but I wasn't like really betting on myself. So I was like, I'm gonna do pre-orders. Like, I
Right.
got like 400 some pre-orders, and I was like, damn,
Ooh,
like, this is
ooh,
crazy.
yeah,
Like, you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Man, we need to get into merch.
Yeah, exactly. It's
My
crazy,
whole
like,
body-
think
Talk
about
offline. You gotta get this popping.
Bill just
Yeah.
went off of my head.
yeah, $10 a shirt, you
Yeah.
selling them for 40. Like, you
Right,
know what
right,
I'm saying? So
right.
thinking, but do the math. So I'm just like, I wanna switch. Like,
Yeah.
I wanna make like merch fashion because I dress up a lot. So I'm like, but I don't want people to see it as merch.
Right.
So I was like, all right, what's something I can make that people are gonna want to wear and just want to have, and they just don't even know what it's connected to. Because at the back of these hats used to say "Hilarious." I'm not gonna take it over now. I'm nappy headed. But on the back now it says HLS.
Okay.
And that's it. And this has the H logo.
Yeah,
so if you
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
you don't know who I am. You won't
You
know my
just
brand.
rock it
Like
out.
my
Yeah,
boy was
yeah.
at a football party the other day, and they were like, "Oh, yo, that has fire. That has fire." And he was telling me who I was.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I had this logo made. So everybody's like, oh, they like this logo. So I put it on like sweaters, I put it on and stuff like that. And I started selling pre-orders with that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, damn, let me bet on myself. So then I bought like 100 hats. I'm like, damn, I got 100 hats. 100 hats, like, man, you know,
I gotta
money,
off
I'm
these.
in the thousands and things. So then I sold out, like, the hats are $10, some for $45. Like, that's just, and then sold all that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
And I bought
yeah.
that. So I was like, my next run is coming, I think, at the end of the month. I bought like 150 hats. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
I just
what's
bought
up.
it outright, and I was like, I'm not doing pre-orders. I'm just gonna do it.
Just do it.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So I was like, and that's just another like
Another
niche,
step
like, it's
in
just something you
marketing.
gotta touch. You
Yeah,
never know.
yeah.
Like
Build that
a
brand.
friend of mine I know a friend that works for the Celtics. I was like, oh, give this hat to Kemba, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. So I gave it to them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
She's
them
supposed
play.
to come on.
Who?
Your friend that gave the hats. I think they're supposed to come on.
No, it was a guy.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Wrong
guy.
person.
Here we go. Look at us.
Moving too fast.
Yeah,
Wrong
moving too
person.
fast.
But
Man.
Let
Slow
me know.
down.
I'll
Slow
bring hats
down.
to give it to her as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Dead ass, but yeah. So I was like, oh, give it to them. But I was like, they just have it. Like, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So
It's all
and
about
Jalen Brown's like, oh,
networking
number
and-
7. This is for me. I was like, yo, tell him this. It is whatever it means. Like, you know what I mean? So
'Cause
that's
I can't front-
You gotta have a gimmick like that. I was like, that's why I was like, just give it to him.
Because I think the one that I was just loving the most was because listen, it takes a lot of confidence to put your face on a shirt and be like, "Here, rock it."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And when you had the almost like the Brady Bunch theme with
Yeah.
the different characters, I'm like, this is freaking genius. Like
It wasn't my idea. I mean, like I said, Emily came up with that. It was a present.
present,
So-
and it
Wow.
and it went
It just
viral.
went-
So
I
that's
was like,
what's
damn, I
up.
could sell this. Like, you know what I mean? So
And it worked out.
And not to take the attention away from you, and I don't know the young man's name, but he is hilarious, and he does some, no pun, and he, and he does, like, sometimes he does videos with you. Is that someone that you're working with? He has like the little twisties, the little dreads in his hair.
Chris Castle, Chris Castle.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, I
That's my
follow
boy.
him on Twitter.
So he's
a funny
He's
dude.
funny as hell
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitter. Like he's gone Twitter viral
Yeah.
a couple times. So like, but he's a nurse as well. He's very busy. Like we try to do as much videos as we can.
You got a 9 to 5. Respect it.
is that someone that like wasn't necessarily going down that lane, and then you kind of linked with him? And
I know he made videos, but it wasn't at the capacity that I was making them at.
yeah.
So when our friend Blessing linked us up together, she wanted to make like a haul video. That's what she does, like YouTube. She sells eyelashes as well.
Shout
So
out,
follow
yeah.
Blessing
Love the
Marie.
plugs. Love the
So-
plugs.
Basically, it was something along the lines like she wanted to do a haul. We just put it on different outfits, and we did it together. And we made a group chat, and that group chat just expanded, and then we come really close off
Right.
of that because I was never close to Blessing. I was never close to Chris.
Yeah.
I just knew like
Yeah.
of them. Blessing's Nigerian, so you know that.
Yeah,
connection
just
is
connection.
it was
We're
whatever.
cousins somehow.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean. So that just expanded from that, and then we became great friends and making videos.
And I say that to say this. So like you talked about Chris and now Blessing, and then I've seen in your other videos that you've directed and you've written for people. Like, can that be a lane for you? Like, you're just without knowing, you're building a team. You're like
Yeah.
putting
Right,
people
right,
on.
right.
I don't want to say building their buzz, but you're in Rhode Island, you're giving them a platform.
Absolutely.
So have you ever is that something that you want to do? As far as I know you want to act, but let's say you're good at this. Could that be something that you would think about?
Yeah, 100%. That's why I said through the director, the writer, the thing. Like I would be very sad at first, but.
Right.
Seeing it, I might be like, "Oh, damn, I did this!" Like,
did
you know
this,
what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I know what I want to do,
Right.
And But I knew that I can't put all my eggs in one basket. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm not just doing that. Let me direct. Let me sell merch.
Right.
Let me do this business. Let me do this. Like, you know what I mean? But I could see myself doing like just writing.
Right.
I could see myself.
You know what we
just
should have
directing.
did? I just thought about it now. We should have did a skit for this podcast.
Yeah,
Can you do an impromptu skit? Let's do an impromptu. Let's do an impromptu skit. This is the drug dealer. This is the fiend right here. I'm gonna be the robber, you know what I mean? And then Larry, you're the police, all right? We're gonna do this skit. We're gonna do it impromptu. This guy. No, I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. Nigga's like, whoa.
Larry was like, Josh, you didn't say it was we gotta figure out a skit because me and Larry was supposed to do a skit for the past 7 years.
Yeah, let's say it out, man.
Okay.
Now, but I love the fact that you do that because, like I said, I think a lot of it, like I said, from afar, what I respect is you help different brands out. So regardless of what you want to say, you help the Smooth Sunday out. You help the concert out with the Fab thing. You help Day Trill. Like, that's one of my funniest, outside, the Day Trill thing. And I know regardless, like, you do it out of love and come up with those skits, whatever the case would be. Has there been one that be like, oh, nah, I can't touch that, without talking about that brand that you may have turned down?
I mean, I turned down a lot of
Yeah.
brands, but I don't really. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm just a coin. I can't really say no. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I got you. But I just never connect the things. It could be music, videos. Like, I have to like the song.
Right.
I can't do it if I don't like the song. Like, I can't. I don't have a vision for it.
Right.
Like, the brand, like a clothing brand, I have to like the brand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to see myself wearing it.
Right.
Like, I did one for World Dreams. It was a fire commercial. Like, he had tech fleece shorts, and I was like, oh,
this is fire.
what
Yeah.
we all wear. Like, you know what I mean? So I did it, and like, I just have to like the brand. But I've turned down a bunch, and it's not even for me to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude, but like.
Yeah. It's tough. No, you gotta like what you like. Yeah.
And it's all connected to my brand. But like, oh, Larry, my name's going on this. Like, you know what
exactly.
I mean? So I have to
affiliate.
I'm like, I don't really like this. So like,
you gotta protect the brand itself. You know what I mean?
Just doing this for like, Larry, you're just doing this just to do it. Like, don't do that. So.
One of the skits, because I'm a huge Law and Order SVU. You know what I mean? And I don't know why, right? I'm just envisioning. I see you as an actor. Satire, drama, comedy, action hero. Like, I can see you with that little pencil, little vest. That's a lot. Like, no. You know what?
You know who I really envision?
Yeah.
What's the dude's name? The black guy. He's gonna be the new Captain Marvel, the Captain America.
Anthony Mackie.
That's what I keep. That's what I
What is his
keep.
name?
Anthony Mackie.
I don't want them niggas to hear
Anthony
this
Mackie?
on my group chat. They always say I look like him now.
Maybe it's me. I always see it.
They're gonna be
some action.
They're gonna laugh when I see them.
We're not gonna send them this part.
Oh, man.
But he kind of gives you everything. He could be a
100%.
superhero. He could give you
Right.
comedy.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
great. I think he's a great actor. And he
is.
built up crazy from 8 Mile. Then he's like, you didn't really see
Yeah.
it. Out of nowhere.
He
That's
came
what
out
I'm
of nowhere.
saying.
and
Yeah.
flourished.
So I think
that's
especially
right,
in the
he was
acting
Papa
world,
Doc.
it is like a slow grind.
He was Papa Doc. And
He was. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People
All
forget.
those people be like, it's crazy when you see. You're like, oh damn, you was in this.
But someone over there didn't think that was a good movie.
What?
8 Mile.
8 Mile. He didn't think it was a good movie.
Oh,
He doesn't like
see,
nothing.
You don't like 8 Mile?
I love 8
He
Mile.
doesn't like nothing
I don't
Eminem does.
Oh, but
you don't like
The bum on my lip.
Eminem, that's all I think about. This guy trying to mess up my brand down here. 8 Mile is a great movie, man. Shout out Papa Doc. Shout out Throwing Up in the Bathroom. Yeah. Shout out Appropriation Black Culture. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. You know? We'll get into that.
Nah, this is deep. Now you're deep inside the group chat, right? Now you're deep in America. You're deep inside the group chat.
What I really think, man.
We're really potting. We're really potting right now. We're potting right now.
Yo, but listen, Tyler Perry, any other, listen, this is a talented individual.
50 Cent, man. Get him on
50 Cent.
BMF season 2.
Yes.
Get him on BMF season 2.
Anybody, man.
I went to audition for BMF in Atlanta.
Yeah, how did that go?
How dare you?
You know what I hated about it?
What?
It wasn't a real audition, so I don't want to come up with it because that, whatever.
Yeah.
But
But say what you can say.
That's a way for casting agents to get extras. So you put your email and stuff like that. But there's it was a line. There was like 500 people. In the line, you know what I'm saying? And I did my audition.
Yeah.
But you're just going through it. It seems like you're just going through the motions.
Right,
It's not really
right.
okay, because when you're auditioning, actually, you have like maybe 2 or 3 people in there. And you'll say your audition. They're like, all right, loosen up, try this.
Right.
And they'll tell you to do it again. Like you'll be in there for like maybe 20 minutes.
Right.
That's real audition. They're
That's
like,
real auditions.
I want you to
Because
try
you never
this
know.
way. Yeah, they're like, because maybe you could do it this way. They're like, I want you to try it this way. Oh, loosen up, like drop your shoulders, like put your stuff like it was just like you did it, you're out of there.
Yeah,
like, I was like,
nah, it makes sense.
I was like, damn.
Too. And then even
I happened
in
to be in
those,
Atlanta, so it was okay. So I went, but I was like, damn.
yeah. No, it's
Come on,
like
come
even
on,
in those
50.
moments, you never know, can connect with somebody,
Yeah,
The sun
whatever.
was there.
He was?
The sun was
Michi
there.
was there?
He had
Okay.
braids at the time.
Shit.
Yeah, that's
That's
dope.
dope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope,
he was there.
man.
That's dope.
Talk about the behind the scenes work you put into your craft. So you mentioned some of the acting roles that you try to do. Are you going to acting classes? How do you prepare for what you're eventually trying to do, perfecting your
It's
craft?
just all repetition. Everything is
Okay.
practice, man. Like the acting classes, like we just do. It's like acting classes for intermediate auditioning and film and TV.
Yeah.
So you learn. It's crazy because he's teaching us like the math behind going like, okay, you need to know the platform.
Yeah.
You need to know the genre. You need to know who's casting it and stuff like that. You like put that plus in an equation and then look that up, and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, I never
Yeah,
know
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
'cause,
Do the
Hulu
homework
has different
behind the
drama,
scenes, yeah.
Netflix has different dramas and stuff. You need to know all that stuff. Like, so I'm like, damn, type of acting. It's like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just in there. We'll do like 3 or 4 times, and then he's like, nah, you gotta do this. You're doing too much. He's like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
That's real.
So like, cause now we're in the technology of like Zoom auditioning. So which
That's
is harder.
tough. That's tough.
harder.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a guy that was in my class. He had a computers like the desk, like those. I mean, a computer chair, those big ones.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, all right, do you have a blank chair, like you just in a computer, you're
Right,
lounging.
right,
He's
yeah.
like, yo, they're not gonna like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Stuff of that nature. So like, I got like a foldable chair, like you know what I'm saying, behind a white wall. The whole time I'm
Right,
wearing
right.
just black. Like I take off my chains,
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. So
yeah.
it's like just me.
Little thing like that
I
matters.
don't got my earrings in or nothing like that. It's just pretty much me, like stuff like that. So I'm just learning like that, like how to slate, like saying your name and then like going into the roles and stuff like that. So just trying to learn all that.
Crazy.
And
You
I've
never
learned all
realize-
that, but just it's like it's an art, like you know what I mean. It's doing all that. So
It's crazy.
You don't realize how much goes into
And
it.
I really
you know
didn't.
what
I'm just thinking like, go in there, go ahead, be funny, tap
yeah,
dance. or,
pretty much. I know.
Read these lines.
Taking
Like,
master class, like I took Samuel L. Jackson's master class,
Yeah.
like just watching what he does and all that stuff. So it's like it's a lot, like.
right.
Yeah.
No, and I wanted to bring that up, and I figured that because even within your craft, even when you're in that, you have to put in the work. People
Yeah.
just think it's coming natural. People just think the likes are coming. No, you're doing behind the scenes work to reach your goals.
Yeah.
And I think you are going to reach your goals, and I'm going to speak that into existence for you. So when you do reach your goals, one of my final questions is, you got to choose top 3 to have a sex scene with. Who's the top 3 female actors that you want to have your sex scene with?
Scene with.
Different.
I am different.
That's a different question.
Yeah, it is.
That's a great question, though.
It is
That
a great,
a great question.
top
Damn,
3.
man, actually, this is gonna come back to bite me. See, and then I might be in it. So, like, right
Speaking
now, I'm trying to think
speaking into
some.
fruition.
Damn, she's a little bit too old now. I would have said Angelina Jolie, but she's a bit too old right now.
It's all right. Well, she could be on the reserve.
That's one.
That's one. I'll give you that.
Halle
Angelina
Berry, of
Jolie,
course.
Halle Berry,
yeah, for
ooh,
sure,
yeah.
Halle Berry.
After Monster Ball, I get why.
In a third, I'm not sure. I'm blanking on women actresses right now. Oh, not Selma Hayek. Who's the late for Guardian of the Galaxy? What's her name?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
What's her name?
Damn. Is that
Damn,
is
the
that
one that-
Zelda-
Zoe Saldana?
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
yeah. That's tough. That's
She's
tough.
tough, she's tough.
Professor, what's your top 3 sex
Top
scenes?
3?
Yeah.
Damn. Definitely Halle Berry number 1.
Halle Berry. Damn, Monster Ball got everyone
Berry's
horny.
fine.
Nah, yo, Halle Berry been
fire,
the
man.
joint since forever.
Yeah, that's a
just like
fact. That's a
the one
fact.
you
Yeah.
get rich, you get famous, that's
yeah,
just the
yeah,
one
yeah,
you
that's
gotta-
right.
My old cougar joint, I need Angela Bassett because she still looks good for 90 for 97 years old. She
Yeah,
looks
get your
good.
groove back,
Honorable
yo.
mention players, because the girl from Players.
Oh, Lisa Ray. tough.
Lisa Ray, yeah. That's a
Yo, homegirl that's tough. Speaking of strippers, is the one that's in P Valley.
Oh, she's tough.
Oh, Mississippi?
Yeah. Nah, Mississippi. But they got 3 of them.
The black
Yeah.
one that looks like
But the one that looks like Taylor Rooks.
Taylor Rooks. Oh.
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
Mississippi.
She's tough. Yeah, she's
That might
tough.
be number 1 right now.
Top 3.
My top 3 are a little different.
Is your top 3?
Big booty ho!
Black China.
She crazy.
La la.
I'm definitely going Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray,
It's a good one.
Damn, who else? Because I really like I don't like the too famous, the ones that y'all gonna judge me off for this one.
It's
But
yours.
It's your list.
she's got a twin. She's always in the Tyler Perry movies.
Oh, the Tasha.
Yeah,
Tasha.
her.
Yo, she
role she
directs
play?
BMF.
Yeah?
Yeah, the one that was in Tyler Perry movies acting mad ratchet said boom,
Yeah, boom.
in the
You have to send that to the chat.
She'll send it to the
Oh,
chat.
yeah.
Salute Dot.
And who's my third?
Yeah, that was out the web.
And not for nothing. Damn. A
He
young.
licked
Look
his
at
lips.
his lip.
Yeah, he licked his lip. He licked his lip.
That's the most
I'm
light skin
excited now. I'm like, damn.
That's the most light skin I've seen today. Bro. For the week, you got it. You got it for the week.
Yeah. Top 3 that I want to have a sex scene with in a movie
You said
industry.
Lauren London one.
Yeah. Shout out, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, Lauren London. I want to go. Damn. All right, you guys. Oh, Julia Fox.
Julia Fox?
She was in what's
She's
the
white, right?
Adam Sandler movie with KG?
Oh, she's thick.
Oh, the girlfriend.
thick
Yeah, the
Yeah,
girlfriend. Yeah, you seen that? That came out of nowhere. I followed her right away. She just had, she had a baby on
She
me,
was
but
thick, though.
huh?
She was thick.
She was thick.
There was that one scene where it was like, damn, where that come
Yeah.
from?
Exactly.
Turned around.
That's the one you replayed. That's the one you said in the
Nah, I
chat.
seen
You
it in a movie
Oh,
theater.
What's that movie you said with KG in it?
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
Diamond.
Better movie. Yeah, his
That was-
girlfriend.
everybody
in
in the movie
there.
theater
The
was like
side chick. She was a
I
side
went
chick
to watch
in
it
there.
where everybody's like this.
Where that
When
come
that happened, that scene?
Yeah. That's
So everybody's like, what? So what was that?
And then last one, I'm gonna have to go with. I know it's 2 of the Spanish ones. Is it Selma Hayek and the other one that looks sort of like her? Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek, and there's another.
She's from Modern Family.
Maybe it's Sophia. Maybe it is
Modern
Sophia
Family?
from Modern Family. Yeah. The wife of Al Bundy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Al
that's
yeah.
her.
All right. So yeah.
And-
So those are
and
my
Dot's
3.
third one was Rosalind Sanchez.
Rosalind Sanchez.
Yo,
yeah,
she
yeah.
had like a 7-year run. She was
Yeah,
on
she
fire.
did. She did. She was on point, man. But now we're gonna definitely speak that into fruition in the acting aspect of it. So, in regards to that, what do you see? I always like to, I always ask my students this. Give me a 5-year ideal plan of what's gonna happen with this brand, with your goals, with the potential move to ATL that you discussed, so on and so forth. I know it's hard to envision all that right now,
100%.
but
no, I can see it. I mean, the first part of this plan is moving to ATL.
Yeah.
Second would be to, in that 5 years, get an agent or a talent mix. That's just the easier part because they advocate for you to be like, okay, this is a good role for you.
Right.
Go audition. Whereas I'm all these casting websites.
Right.
Trying to just
Manipulate,
apply.
scam,
And,
all types of crazy
it's
stuff.
Easier when somebody's already has skin in the game to be like, oh,
Right.
yeah, go do that. And then just maybe get on a series, television show, or just maybe go straight to movies, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But not be like the main character, be like maybe a principal role that's like a reoccurring character, and then you move from there. Because once you have that, you're like, oh, you can go here, you can go here, and then maybe by the end of the 5 years, I'm like starring in something, like, or I'm a main character in something, like, you know what I mean? So
And we have your first big interview, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Always run this back.
No,
This one
no.
is, I can't lie, when we be talking in the group chat, I'll be like, yo, listen, these individuals are going to blow up.
Yeah.
They're going to look back and be like, yo, my first sit down, get to know me.
I'm a name drop. You see, I dropped like 10
Yeah.
names. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is
Right.
drop.
That's what I
And not for
envision.
nothing too. With these interviews, like, I think we like to bring people on here, like with Rick and Rakim, for instance.
Yep.
I knew, even though, like, if you may see them from the outside looking in, it looks like they're not gonna be able to have a certain type of conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
But we knew that we're gonna learn something.
Right.
With, like, D Gones, we learned a lot.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, not even because you're right in front of us, but like today, like, I thought you was gonna come here and I thought you was gonna make jokes the whole time. But in reality, that's not, you're good at it, you're great at it, but that's not even what you want to do.
Right.
And I walked out of this interview learning how the game works, learning what you really like,
Agreed.
learning the steps you're going to take there. And then I think in Rhode Island, because there's a lot of talented people in this small state, and I think having, like, the pioneers of the city, like you guys moving it forward, it's good for people to tune in and hear this stuff.
Right.
So you can help somebody, maybe a kid out or a young person that has a dream and just don't know how to attain it. So that's what I like most about bringing people on the show.
And I be
like
looking
to
at the
bring that up.
analytics too behind the scenes of who's viewing it.
Yeah.
And it's like people from other countries, people from other states.
Right.
And it's, you know what I'm saying? That's fire.
And that's why, and I think that's the platform when we envision creating that. Obviously, talking our shit about sports, music, drama, shade room stuff, whatever the case may be, but also just creating that platform of like, listen, in Rhode Island, we can establish something, support one another, uplift one another. And like I said, I knew Larry since a young boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be telling him in the group chat. I'm like, yo, listen. Larry's a funny motherfucker, but I swear I didn't see this when we was at church. I'm like, I didn't see this. Like,
I was the smallest.
It's because it was bullying. You know
I
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
out bullying, man.
I believe it. I believe it. Look at him.
I'm like, give me that Jenna Price.
I believe Told me Okufalami, all them.
Oh, damn, he dropped the whole government.
Michael Okufalami is Michael, he's an asshole. That's if you know Mike, you know him as like, he used to hate to talk, go to church to talk
Right,
to him, bro.
right.
He's the worst, but yeah.
Well, that's why he
Growing up,
asked me
seeing
like,
him
yo,
now.
you didn't see? I'm like, nah, I'm being dead ass.
It's not for nothing. Yeah, like, so I'm not from Rhode Island. I'm from New York originally, and I have
Allegedly.
friends.
You talking about you go to the next block.
So I have friends from New York or friends that I went to school, college with, and they'll send me your videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, I know that dude, but I've never really like known you. So like, it's good to have this conversation.
The networking.
So, what are your interests outside of acting? Like, what are you passionate about besides your bum football team, the Bengals?
How did you become a Bengals fan?
Wow, I didn't know
middle
that.
school, like I saw
jerseys.
somebody with a jersey, I loved it. Then I just started following the team, and then here I am. In
See, to me, that's
Look at
organic.
Chad.
Ocho Cinco was
Like,
the guy.
Look at his personality. I'm like, I love
Yeah, oh
this.
yeah. That is
That's
your cousin.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I love that.
I love this guy. But outside of that, probably tech. I'm studying to get my cloud practitioner right now. I'm gonna probably be studying I just applied to a program in DevOps, just to work in the cloud and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what.
What the hell is a cloud? I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah.
All we know is iPhone cloud.
Yeah.
So, which is funny, like, because all your things are in the cloud, like, your pictures and stuff like that. There needs to be somebody managing that. You know what I mean? So there's different people in different companies just managing files and systems that you can't actually keep, like, in your phone or at your company.
Right,
like, they have data
right.
centers with, like, servers and stuff. Like, this might be too expensive to keep on premises.
Right.
You need somebody to oversee that, and it's AWS. This is Amazon Web Services, like oversees all that. But you don't have to really just work for them. There's clouds and all different companies and stuff like that. So,
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Wow.
That's what's
Man,
up.
so you got
man.
a lot of lanes you could
Yeah.
dive into.
He's an engineer. He's in the cloud.
Right. And it's so funny. It's so funny with like
Selling
the
clothes.
clouds.
What
Right.
is he not
Because
doing?
in the
hustle,
Nigerian
man.
culture, it's just like be a doctor, be an engineer. Like there's different lanes.
And that's a good. That's a good. So I noticed in Rhode Island, you guys have like a strong, like, African culture.
yeah.
Where I'm from, it's a strong West Indian culture. I'm Jamaican. There's Trinidadians, people Bayesian, whatever you could think of. And I know growing up, if I would have ever said I want to be an actor, my dad wouldn't have never. He wants you to go to school.
Better act this way to this whooping.
So how was that conversation letting them know?
I mean, it's the same. I mean, when I was going, I originally wanted to go to school for acting when I was 18. My dad was like, no. Like, this is what they think. Like, oh, do this first. Go be an engineer first. Like, nigga.
It's always go
It's
study
not
something.
like-
You always
it's
get a
not
job.
like, I'm not gonna go get the degree and then
Right.
I'll go right to acting school. But like the way social media has built itself, so I was in school for like a grip for so long, getting that degree, getting a dual degree, 2. Just to put that up.
Yes, that's absolutely black
So
excellence.
but and then like social media just went crazy and Vine jumped,
Right.
and then people get
Oh,
like
yeah,
active to
yeah.
Vine and like
I forgot about
Instagram
Vine,
jumped and then
yeah.
Twitter, like, so it's just like, damn, I didn't necessarily need to go to acting school.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? I would love to go to acting school, but now I can take acting classes. There's so much on the internet
Right.
and mediums that you can go to that you can have, but that I couldn't do that. Like I could not go to
Yeah,
acting
absolutely.
school, and I was so young that I wish I was like bold enough, but like you just you're submissive. You just obey your parents. Like, you know, I was like, all right, you know, I'll go do this. Like, you know, and see what happens. Like, you know.
Nah,
so
trust me, being a Nigerian as well, like, I'm going to keep it real with it. Everyone knows this. Like, I used to hate school, but I knew I had to go to school. Yeah. And I knew my mom's goals for me and all the sacrifices, so I did it. And while I was there, I enjoyed a lot of the other things that I did at the school, not the education aspect of it, but
what
I got it.
Speak on it.
But I
all episodes.
Right. There you go. What else? Right.
Let's talk about
But I definitely understand it. But I love the fact that you're able to follow your passion, still got that background foundation that you can fall back on. That's gonna make you six figures as well. You know what I mean? But I think it's all about chasing that passion and what you're happy about. And honestly, just to speak, you know, just doing this, I went to school for communication. Like, I was a DJ once. I had my own radio station at Rick, so on, and at Nichols College. I ain't gonna talk about Nichols College, but they know the backstory. But now, like, this is something that I'm passionate about. Like, you know, chill, Judge. You guys about to get me indicted.
It's just funny because he's looking at me. I'm trying to
chill, Judge.
Right, but just seeing that you have that foundation, you know what I'm saying, to follow your passion. So before we get out of here, hit up, you know, let the people know where they can find you at, where they can get the merch, where they can get the YouTube series, so on and so forth, and subscribe.
So Hilarryous on Instagram, Larry Adigun on TikTok now because I'm promoting my TikTok.
Yep.
YouTube /Close Call Show. Merchandise is on my page and my link on Hilarryous, but Hilarryous.shop. I have new hats by the end of the month, I believe.
Yep.
So
you getting beanies, right? Winter's coming.
I should have got beanies. I did not get beanies.
Yeah,
My
we
brother's
still got
he
time.
got dreads.
We
he
still
got
got
dreads.
time. Yeah.
Got samples and stuff. I mean, with COVID, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
I got bucket hats though.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so.
Yo, shout them out. And then I know you did some directing videos. I know you just dropped one recently with D
I
Gomes.
dropped one with D Gomes.
What's the name of that? Put that out there.
Go crazy.
Go crazy.
Shout out to Parks over there. Shout out to Parks
over there. I was like, why did I get the names? D Go Crazy. It's on YouTube. It's going up right now. I think
that was dope to see y'all link up too, man.
Yeah, that was dope.
It was through Henny too. Henny Henny's like diehard. Trust me, she don't let nobody like touch any treatment or thing from a baby, which is dope. Because I'm like, oh, Henny, you're talented. So I love her, but you know what I'm saying? She's the trust she puts in me from the jump. This is her starting her career. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, this is fire. Like, you know what I mean? She's actually going on tour with A Boogie.
Wow.
Okay.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to that. She's gonna be in Lowell. And I think Lowell and it might be Lowell in Boston, but we're probably just gonna Lowell. But yeah,
I know Josh helped you out with all the video girls for that, right? You got to connect. Shout out to Josh.
I was the casting director.
Casting director, yeah. Yo, real talk, man. Appreciate you having Cuzzo, man. That's love, man.
You, brother.
You know what I mean? So shout out Larry for coming through, man. If I was you, I would listen. Make sure you click subscribe and follow that on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. This is going to be dropping in 2 days. Go DJ said in 2 days. Look at him. He's making that face. He does it all.
Yeah.
Yo, DJ's
He's
a
a
man.
super engineer. Shout out to
super
the
engineer,
plug.
man. Shout out to the plug, man.
And still be editing these things.
he said 2 days.
Yo, we out, man. Salute, man.